back to another monthly update. How old are you, Bubba? How old are you? So we are officially 8 months old. Can you say hi? Show them your book. We can't see you. Show them your book. So today we are gonna go over all the milestones we hit from 7 to 8 months and just some of the things that we did. So we will kickstart with he loves peekaboo and he loves hide and seek right now. So if we're in the living room and he's in like the hall or the kitchen, we play hide and seek, so I'll hide behind the couch and then he loves to come and find me and gets so excited. And then we do the same thing. He loves to crawl. He is now real crawling. No more army crawling over here. We are real crawling. We also, if you saw in our last monthly update, we have started pulling up. And this month we are really pushing that boundary. We are pulling up and standing up on anything we can, which has got us into a lot of pickles. We got so many incident reports this month, so many. So at daycare, whenever he gets hurt, especially if it's from the neck up, they write an incident report. And since I work where he goes to daycare, we have like a buzzer monitor and they are always calling me to tell me like, oh, he got an incident. Typically it's he has this favorite spot in the classroom. It's a wood organizer and it stores toys. And he always falls on it. Either he bonks his head or he'll reach in and he gets stuck and then does something, the push cart, anything. He is always getting an incident report. He also is getting more teeth. Did you throw that? We are getting more teeth. We are up to 6 teeth. Yes, 6 whole teeth by 8 months. We got 4 teeth in a matter of a week. So yeah, that was really rough. Sleep has been awful. I think not only the teething, but we're also going through some sort of sleep regression, which I've heard can hit around the 8-month mark. And he doesn't go to sleep. Actually, he goes to sleep good. So when we are still following our pretty strict routine bedtime, we start unwinding between 6 and 7, and by 7 o'clock he is put down in his crib. Normally he falls asleep breastfeeding, and then we place him in his crib and he goes to sleep perfectly fine. But then he wakes up around 10 o'clock, sometimes every couple hours, so 10, 12, 1, 3, until finally he ends up in our bed and we have become somewhat of co-sleepers. That is something that we really don't want to be, honestly. Not that I don't like sleeping next to him, but it's just really, in my mind, not the safest. And I mean, obviously it's not safe. They recommend not to do it. But when we are just at our wit's end and we both have to work the next day, that's just what happens. So we are debating having to sleep train again, or sleep train again. It's just hard, especially because now with him being able to pull up, sleep training, if you know, we sleep trained the first time, we did cry it out, but he caught on to it so fast. So fast. He did cry it out the first night for like 10 to 15 minutes. Night 2 it was only 5 minutes, and then by night 3 he was just sleep trained and he slept through the night, no issues. So now that he doesn't just lie there, he pulls up. We tried one night when I was just at my wit's end and I got into the shower to let him cry it out, and he was still crying when I got out of the shower, and I just couldn't do it. He will just stand there for like 15-20 minutes if you let him. Everyone tells me that eventually they will sit down, but my heart. So yeah, we are kind of in the boat right now of probably going to have to re-sleep train. I just didn't want to do it if, like, I don't want him to be crying out because he's teething. Like, how do you differentiate between teething and he's just starting to take advantage of wanting to be in our bed? Right now we are at the almost 3-week mark, so I'm thinking that it's becoming more of a habit now instead of teething. So we, like I said, sleep training is once again in our future. We did get the other half of the shots that we needed this month. He did really good, no reactions, no nothing, but we got our second half of our flu shot and the other shots that we couldn't get at our last appointment because it hadn't been enough weeks in between. Let's see. He is standing up on his walker. He will take steps with his walker, which is so cool. We are making bets now of how old he's gonna be when he walks. I think that by 9 months, he's going to be standing on his own, because he does, when he pulls up, he wants to stand on his own. He likes to just try to let go, and that's how we've gotten multiple incident reports. But I think because he's so determined to do it, that by 9 months, he's going to be standing. And then by 10 months, 10 and a half months, he's gonna be walking. Make your bets below. Let's see when he starts walking. Let's see, we have also started going on family walks. He really loves to be outside, so we are really trying to get out more, because being at daycare Monday through Friday, he's not outside a lot, because there are 8 babies to a classroom, and trying to wrangle 8 kids and have them all on the same feeding, diaper, sleep schedule is not easy, so they don't really get outside much. So we try to do that at home. We've been going on family walks around the neighborhood, we've been going to the pool, and we've been going to the beach again, which leads me to, we hadn't taken him to the beach in a long time. He's gone to the pool, and as a little baby, we took him to the beach a lot. We would go for beach naps, especially while my mom was here, but we hadn't taken him in a while, and that was a little rough when we took him to the beach. He was scared of the waves. So as soon as we got out of the car and he saw it and he heard it, he was like, he didn't cry, but he was just like clinging, and he just looked terrified. And he was like, fussing a little bit. And then once we got into the water and we have like a little floaty boat, he loved it, but just that initial fear of the sound definitely scared him. So we need to start doing more beach trips so we can get used to it again. Let's see, he's getting into the pantry. So now that he is super mobile, we are getting into everything. In the kitchen, he loves to pull down, I keep like chips, like the box of chips, and there's like cup of noodles and like little mac and cheese cups and stuff. Every day he loves to pull everything out of the cabinet, although he's getting, okay, thanks for sharing, a little more brave, and he's starting to reach for the jar. So we are having to make sure that the pantry is closed, because I don't want him knocking himself out with a jar. Let's see, he loves table food. So that makes me sound like he's a dog. He loves table food, but we have transitioned at school, from not only baby food, but now we are doing full-blown breakfast, lunch, and snack meals. So he sits at the big boy table at school. They have like, I mean, it's a baby table. It's a little Montessori like size table, and he sits at the table and he eats whatever's for breakfast. So pancakes, what else they feed you? Yogurt, fruit. For lunch he'll do chicken nuggets or quesadillas or whatever is being served that day, but he loves table food. Like I said last month, I thought that he was getting pretty bored with baby food, but he loves table food. He especially loves chicken nuggets, because my little chicken nugget loves chicken nuggets, huh? Let's see. He won't keep his shoes on, so we have always put shoes on him from a young age. You want this one? And he is not keeping them on, especially with him pulling up right now. It's more of a safety thing. They try to take his socks off at school, and the classroom is so cold. I don't want them taking his socks off, because I don't want him to be cold. I know I'm cold and chilly when I go in that classroom, so I like for his shoes to be kept on, but he keeps taking them off. So if you have any good tips for shoes that stay on baby's feet that are hard soles, leave them in the drop down below. We did just purchase him some new Vans. They're so cute. They have dragons and they're fire breathing and they glow in the dark, but they're a little too big still. They're his next size because we didn't want to buy him in the current size. It's hard to find hard sole shoes in baby sizes, especially in Guam, very limited, but we are willing to order online if you have a recommendation. But yeah, he does not want to keep his shoes on. We're working on that. We also have started putting the nugget couch. When my friend PCS, they kindly gave us the nugget couch that they had, and we've been putting that down in the living room as padding since he's pulling up so much and he just terrifies us. He's constantly falling backwards, and with the tile, I'm so scared that he's gonna fall back and crack his head open. So we have been using the nugget as like a cushion pad, and that has been working out. A lot less bumps and bruises, despite the scratch you see on his face. He did that in his sleep the other night. Let's see. Oh, the last thing I have is he finds sneezing hilarious, or at least he did on this one particular day. I sneezed and he started laughing hysterically, and so I continued to fake sneeze, and we had like a 15-minute laughing sesh of just me sneezing and him laughing hysterically. So also his tickle spot is still underneath his chin. He'll laugh hysterically when you tickle him there. But yeah, you guys, that wraps up everything for our 7 to, oh, I can't see your head, from 7 to 8 months. If you guys enjoy following along on his updates, don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment. If you are subscribed or continuing to watch our videos, do you have a little one? Let me know down below. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss future updates or Hanging with the Herbers vlogs. So stay tuned, guys. I will see you next Friday for another video, and next month for another monthly update. Say bye, friends.